Good evening, guys. This is Leo here, CEO and founder of Leo Educations. And in today's podcast, I have here with me Mr. Prasanth. And the reason why I'm bringing Prasanth to our podcast today is to share with you his employment journey here in Australia as a mechanical engineer. Because as an individual, he has been fairly successful in his field. And also, I want him to share with you guys his experience with us through our job coaching program as well, which is something that I was very excited that we were a part of his success in order to land this current role that he's doing. But Prasanth, before we start, can you just quickly, maybe in 2 to 3 sentences, sum up to everybody a bit about you and yourself and your education background, so everybody understand a bit about you.
Hi, this is Prasanth Kota. I've done masters in mechanical engineering in University of Southern Queensland, and I was in Queensland and I moved to Melbourne for doing a job. Then afterwards I was a telecom engineer in Melbourne, and then I was picked up for a mechanical engineering role, but the project got cancelled, so I had to switch to stick to the same company, expecting for another role. But things didn't work out. So right now in SA in Adelaide.
Design. Hold up for now. Hold up for now, because that is the good part. Hold up for now, right, Prasanth? So now tell me, when you first came here, how long was it taking you to land your first job? Professionally, how long did it take you?
Professionally, it took a year. It took approximately a year, but it was just because I had a friend who was in the company, so I had a referral for that company.
Okay, so word of mouth referral, which is what we're talking about, hidden jobs. Yeah,
hidden jobs. Yeah, exactly. Like the project was not approved yet, but they have appointed me before itself. So yeah.
Got you. And before, were you working in any odd jobs at all at that time? Was there any period of time you were working in odd jobs?
Obviously, there won't be a person in Australia without doing an odd job. And yes, I was doing I was working in fuel station. I was working in the Woolworths while I was studying, and after my studies as well.
Got you.
It was I was doing different jobs. Yeah.
But then what, because I see for you, I can see the differences, because for you, I see you are very motivated and you are not settling for these odd jobs. Whereas I've seen a lot of people, they tend to get comfortable with these odd jobs, and they tend to forget that they are mechanical engineer by trade. So what do you think are the main difference between you and them? Why you are you're very unique in that way? What is
it's nothing. I realized I was in that stream. I was there. I was just wasting my time. I was just regretting every day, but just working for money. And later on, I was like, no, this is not the way. Then started asking a few friends, and I had a strong base of friendship. I had a few friends who were working in different streams, so started asking everyone, just texting them, calling them each and every day, just to know is there any progress and how to I just thought how to go further. So I thought a person who is ahead of me, I'll just ask them for more information and all stuff. So yes, so that's how I just got the first job. But yeah,
very good. So pretty much you got the first job by leveraging what I call the power base. If you still remember
power base, exactly. Yeah,
power base.
Power
That's
base.
Exactly what you did. That's so powerful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long? How many years were you living in Melbourne? Before you left?
I was in Melbourne. I was in Melbourne for 2.5 years. Yeah. I was in Melbourne for 2.5 years, 3 years, yeah, approximately.
Got you. So at that time, what was the main motive for you to leave Melbourne? Like, why don't you just keep staying there? Because I see people love Melbourne a lot. Can't live there.
I love Melbourne. It's a good place to live, and I had a lot of friends, and I had my family, like my brother and all my friends, childhood friends, and all of them over there. So, and it was a very good place. I like Melbourne a lot. I don't know, like I liked it because I was just having parties, going around, a good place to live.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. Now that because you obviously when you came to me, the plan was to find some work in South Australia, right? That was the plan. And
yeah, the plan was just to get a professional job, like professional. Like I just wanted my core related because I was just working in different streams where I was not exactly like, I couldn't, what can I say? I was not doing a perfect mechanical engineering role or whatever. So yeah, that's something which was just back of my mind, and as I don't know, like, yeah, that's how I thought. And then my visa requirements and yeah, these are the things which are main things.
I got you. And then at that time, how do you get to know me was sexually present? Because now that we know each other, but at that time, was it through what way? Is it Facebook or what? Is it Facebook?
I just randomly, I was just browsing on Facebook and just searching on internet, and I was like clearly education with the lion symbol and all stuff. But like just randomly stuff. I was just checking out because I was just going through these different consultancies who can get jobs and all, because I have many friends who are in US, and they just kept telling me that why don't you go to a agent who can get you a job or those kind of things. Then I was like not really into it. I was in a few of them. I spoke to a few of them. They're a bit expensive, and I was like, and they were a bit dodgy as well. Like I did not know, well, was it true or not? But I was in two minds. Like when it came to you, I was just checking out all the reviews. Simple. I was just talking to I spoke to different consultancies as well, and honestly speaking, I spoke to different agents how to get the job and all stuff. So yeah, they were expensive, and they were different. They were having different streams and different pathways. Like you have to wait for these many days. You have to do these. You have to do this. I was going through all of them. Like the day I spoke to you, I was like, I don't know. Back in my mind, I was having something like, yes, he's the guy. Like he can help me out. There were different people, like different agents, but I don't know. I just went with you because the very first time I spoke to you, I just trusted you. Like that. That's the thing. Main. I don't know. I spoke with different people. I did not get that feeling, like can I trust? That's what I was having in my mind. But when I spoke to you, it's like, yeah, let's try.
Let's give a shot. Thank you, man. Yes, and I still remember when you called me at that time. I do remember that. So can you just tell people? Obviously, since the last time that you joined our program, we have been helping a lot of individuals, and really, you always has been one of the example that I tell everyone. Look at Prasanth. This guy, he got it. You guys can do it. And since then, we have been making a lot of success, but it's really you set a good foundation for us to move forward. So for those people who may not know much about this whole job coaching program, Prasanth, I know you might forget a few because it's been a while, but can you just tell them a little bit, like a few paragraphs, like what is this program about and why does it different?
It's a program, like frankly speaking, I should say like this. It's like a guidance how to get a professional job. Each and every step is important. Like how do you behave, or how do you talk to the employer, cold calling, or mm, what can you say, like how to handle rejections, and how to overcome rejections. That's what mainly, because this is the main thing. Whenever I call someone like, hey, hi, this is Prasanth Kota, I'm a mechanical engineer, I'm just looking for a job, they're like, boom, sorry. So, and then I tried differently, like sending them a mail, and then following up, and then asking about, and particularly researching about who is like what do you call, who is in charge of recruitment or HR, or then taking their names. Can I speak to this particular HR or someone, and then having an appointment with them, talking to them. That's how. And then after the rejection, again try to call them up and ask, is there any opportunity, like further, like in future. And I was in the before this job, like before joining your job training program, I was like, I'm a mechanical engineer, I need a mechanical job. If they ask me anything like, what can you do, I can do everything. I was not specific. When I spoke to you, you just made me like, you have to pick a role, you have to pick particular duties. You made me specify few subjects in those things, which made really more clarity while talking to the employer. Like, I was just randomly calling and asking, but I was not particular. But after your training, I was more particular of what I want to be. And yeah, and with the job training program, on the very first week, you gave us the motivation, like, okay, the main thing is we lack, what do you call, all right, like we don't have a hope, like, do we get a job? We will be in two minds, and we won't do it, and like we won't follow all the procedures what you give 100%. But I felt like I should be giving 100%. I tried each and every step what you told, like each and everything. Okay, yes. do this. Assignments, yes, assignments. Cold calling, yes, cold calling. 50 members every day, yes. That's something like I never did it, but I just did it because I wanted a job. Yeah. Then I got
yes,
a job.
and I think that's something really good about you there, because you actually executed it. We talked about this before. You implemented.
I just executed.
What was you? That's the key. The walk-in as well. You kind of walk, which is beautiful, and luckily that time you were able to walk in before COVID. Tell them about the walk-in done. You done walk-in, right? Is it Victoria? Victoria, right?
Yeah, I was in Victoria. Like that was back in Victoria. I went for an interview in it was a Victoria and NSW border. It was near Melbourne. So I went there. I went for the first interview. I did it well, but I don't know. Then after I had some time to get back to my home. So it's an industrial area. I started walking into the industries, started giving them like resume, and I spoke to them like this. Hi, this is Prasanth. I introduced myself, and they were like a bit surprised. And I introduced, and I was like, I'm looking for mechanical engineering roles. And I was, they were like, then I got to know there are many people who are searching for jobs. And I know that there are many people who are looking for people as well, like to employ, but they don't want to advertise because it's an expensive process.
And that's a very important thing to know, isn't it? I think a lot of people think everything sick is everything they are, but there's actually a lot more jobs that are not on sick than they think. So obviously, by walking in like the way you did and what we teach in our program, that's really helpful. Can you just tell everybody a bit about the current job that you're doing? How do you land this role? Like what was the magics involved in that?
Sorry, Leo, like your voice was
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
please? Yes,
Can you
yes.
hear me now, or is still okay? Is it better now?
The voice is fluctuating. Yeah, like the signals are bad on mine, probably. Yeah.
Is it okay now, or is it any better, person?
Yeah,
Okay now?
it's better right
Okay.
now. Yeah, please.
Yeah. So I was saying that, can you just walk everybody through the process of you getting your current role, because you have all kinds of obstacles against you, like all kinds of things against you, but you go walk us through what happened.
There were many obstacles, and the job what I'm doing, the employer took a lot of time. I was giving few interviews and getting back to them, and it was very hard for me, like with the because I'm not a permanent resident over here. I was and it's been a while, like I was not in my stream. I was not working in mechanical stream, so that was also one of the hard thing to get a job. And my visa restrictions, those things which were like not making me get like it was hard to get a job, especially in the field which I was thinking to get a job. And it's just that the way you have told me, that's the thing, that's the magic. Like Leo is the magic person, like he's a magician.
No, man, not really, man, but thank you anyway.
Just that's it. I'll say you like, yeah, because it's how to approach is what you have told me, and that's actually a fact which really works out. That's exactly how you reach a person or an employer for a job.
So can you tell them like exactly in which way you were able to impress the employer in this case? Like how do you impress the employer, and how did he get interested in you, even though with all the things that you don't have, he's still like giving you a shot? What did you do exactly in this case?
Yeah, like, see, before that, I did not know about this concept of giving gifts. Like I never gave gifts to anyone, or I felt something like, nah, this is not appropriate. But that's over here. It's a culture. Like whenever you meet a person, you just give a gift. It's just a gesture, kind gesture. That's something which was very good, a good point. I took the for all the interviews, I was taking the, what do you call, the gifts, and well dressed. And hello, Theo?
Yes, yeah, I'm hearing.
Yeah, yeah, those were the things, mainly gifts and the resume, and how you approach, how you answer to them. Like there were 2 interviews where I went to meet them. I just made an appointment, but that turned out to be an interview. Then they made me like it was just a 1 hour. It's not an interview, but it's an interview. It's a meeting with all the information. Yeah. They don't call you as in like come to an interview. They'll be like, can we have a meeting, and then start asking about everything what we have done, like the same interview questions and the same interrogation what they do in an interview.
Very good, man. Because what you did was, like I said, when we talked before, is you are very creative. So that's what we talk about in the program, is becoming creative and to be willing to give before you want to receive. Yes. That's why it's really simple gesture, like giving a gift to the employer. It makes a whole much of difference, and I'm glad that it works with you. And not to forget later on we have to negotiate with him a little bit, right? You have to convince him a little bit about the challenges you have as well, isn't
challenges. Yes, exactly. Like there are many challenges, and it took a time, but those challenges I did not know answers for them. It was you who gave me all those answers, like how to give those answers, and how can I make up things better. That's if I was all alone, it was very hard for me to do those things.
I'm glad, Prasanth. I'm glad I play a good role in it. Probably for last 2-3 questions here, Prasanth, is how about the current job that you're doing? So do you feel happy with it? Do you like what you're doing?
Yeah, I like my job. It's a design engineer job, so I do designing and all stuff. So which is really I was looking for, because I'm more interested in designing from the very first day. So yeah, I like my job. That's where I wanted to be.
That's it, man. I'm happy to hear. And did they train you a lot? Did they teach you a lot as well?
Yeah, like the very first week, it was all training, online training. They gave me, because I work on a software. So it was more of, they have given me a brief introduction, but like after that, they just gave me time to just play around with the models, and I'm still under training. Like I'm still under provision, and I'm still under training, but it's a good place to work, and yeah.
Wow,
a lot of things to learn. A lot of things to learn, because it's a big company. At the very start, it was very hard to get. The main takeaway was taking down notes while they were telling on the very first time, like first few months, 1-2 months. I was just writing down whatever they were saying, because you cannot get everything into your mind on the very first day. So that was the thing. On the interview as well, like on the interview time as well, I asked them, what do you need from the person you're hiring? Like, what exactly do you need? So that's the thing which I noted down, and I'm working on those things.
Wow. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Now probably the last 2 questions here was you now in SA. So how do you think about the environment, the job market over there? Like what do you think the job market there is looking like at the moment in SA?
It's a good place for jobs right now, because there is no overseas overseas people coming into, and they have different projects and new companies come up. Less people, especially educated and skilled people. So there are high chances. To get a good professional job.
Good stuff.
Very good job. Yeah. Very good stuff. Yeah.
So let's say, because I do have some mechanical engineering students who are considering moving there. So what do you think are some of the industry that are most likely to hire like an engineer at the moment, a mechanical engineer specifically in SA?
Manufacturing. There are many manufacturing companies. Not many, but yes, there are decent.
So what types of manufacturing you refer to? What sort of manufacturing are you referring
to? There are agriculture. I work in an agriculture manufacturing industry. They are building construction manufacturers. So they are, I don't know, like these are the things which I've come across mainly.
Gotcha.
And there are many. That's not only what can I say, manufacturing or any. There are project managements. There are new projects coming up over here.
Good stuff. Good work. So now one last thing before we finish our podcast today, Prasanth, because I have many students who they saw the testimonials, they know what we are doing, they like it, but then they don't have this leap of faith like you do. You know, when we talk, you took that leap of faith and then you got it. So what would you say to those people who's like maybe on the edge now? They're like, yeah, I like this guy, Leo. I know he can do his work, but I'm not so sure. What would you say to those people to maybe encourage them a bit to join our program?
Give a shot. It's just like, see, it's just like a subject. Like when you are doing a master's, it's like it costs the same. It costs the same. Just think that you are doing an additional course in your master's. That's it. Obviously, it's a course which gets you a job. It's not your master's. It's the course, like job training program, which gets you a proper job. You might get, yeah, and believe in the formula, the process. You shouldn't be like, if you say do this, and they're like, this would be crazy. No, I won't do this. Then you're not going to get it. You have to be crazy. You have to stand out. You have to do something different to get a job.
Wow, Prasanth. Coming from you, that means a lot to me, Prasanth. I mean, I really appreciate you, and I wish you very best of luck.
Thank you.
And I know, man, I know you're gonna just go up from here. Like, I mean, you have that potential. Now you got this job. Man, the sky's the limit, as they say, right? So
I trusted you. That's it. I got the job. I trusted you, and I followed your formula. That's it.
Thank you for trusting us.
Yes.
Thank you for trusting us, Prasanth, and I really appreciate you. So I hope that you can pass on this spirit to anybody that you know that might need our help. Let them know so that we can continue supporting migrants.
I've told many friends, and like there are many people who have got job from you, whom I've recommended as well.
Yes.
And in future they will get, and there are many people who will be getting it.
Yeah. I know some of the one you refer to. Yeah, he's very happy now. He changed his life now. Yeah, it's funny when he told me, he said that to me, it's actually Prasanth is my friend. I'm like, really? He said Prasanth is my senior. No, Prasanth is my senior. Okay.
Yeah.
Such a small world. Thank you for referring us. Business. Because the reason why I'm doing this, Prasanth, and to wrap it up, is because I've seen in this market there's nobody doing what I'm doing, and I've seen there's a big gap, and I'm talking about genuine, like you said before, genuine jobs. It's just, there's a lot of dodgy things happening right now.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah,
isn't it? You said you came through some of them, so it could be costly and it's not reliable. So that's why when I decided to do this, I say there's got to be a solution. There's got to be a better approach. Students don't have to end up driving Uber and taxi, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because it's really make a difference. And it's good to see that you are doing well and other students doing well, and they don't have to work in Coles and Woolies anymore.
Yeah, I hope the same. Like it's up to them, but see, by the end of the day, they should think about what they are doing. If they are happy with what they are doing, it's okay, up to them. I was not happy doing those jobs, so yeah.
Got you. It's the internal part, right? You told yourself,
exactly.
I want
internal
part.
To do
and better.
Yeah, I wanted to, because I spent like thousands and thousands on my master's, and like, let's say 22 years of education just to cut a box and start stacking shelves, just to drive a car. No, I didn't want that to be.
Wow. And that's why you're here where you are, Prasanth. Congratulations once again. You have a lovely weekend. You take care. Stay in touch with me. Right? Stay in touch with me.
Thank you. You have a great time.
You take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.